Hello everyone. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're well. Sorry for the bit of emptiness there at the beginning. I was fielding a question from my partner who wanted to know if I wanted pizza tonight. Which I do because I'm still very hungry. We had we had a very tasty evening meal tonight, tasty tea of stuff. Sorry, brain. Of chicken and veg and stuffing. But there wasn't nearly enough. There was like two pieces of chicken. And, I was still very hungry. I still am hungry. That's okay. We're gonna have pizza in a minute or in a bit. So you'll get the pleasure of watching me eat pizza on stream. I'm sorry for those of you who might not like watching people eat on stream, but you know, when hungry, you got to do what you got to do. Right? Right. Of course you do. You know, all that stuff. Okay, so, it's Monday. Hello. I'm your Jagon. I will be your travel guide for this evening. It's virtual travel month, everyone. Last month we played and finished Life is Strange 2. I was really excited. Very, very happy that we finished the entire stream. The entire game, sorry. I was really, really happy about it, really excited. And this month, we are going to be retracing Sean and Daniel's steps through the western part of the United States and Mexico. We are going to go, in this order, this is all this month. We are going to go from Seattle, Washington, to Mount Rainier. Then, that's this week. Next week, we're going to start going into California and Arizona and Nevada and then Mexico. I don't want to spoil it too much by giving the exact locations away. That and I can't remember the exact locations off the top of my head, and I don't have it written down. I've got it on a bookmark. It's bookmarked, and I'm too lazy to look it up. But that's okay because it's me that we're talking about here. So, what did you guys get up to over the weekend? I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. I had a good weekend. It was a good weekend. What did I do this week? Oh yeah, I mean I spent, I have to admit, the vast majority of this weekend I spent trying to getting ready for tonight and this month's streams. Sorry. I've done a lot. I also played some games. I finished Grim Dawn, which is a really good game if you like Diablo. Highly recommend Grim Dawn. It's really good. And also, I finished a story-based, hidden object type game called Grim Legends. Again, if you like your story-based hidden object games, I highly recommend it. It's a good story. It's like the fairy tale about the brothers who turned into swans, because they were cursed. It kind of riffs off of that fairy tale. Very, very good story. I loved it. And I finished it in one day, so there you go. I do like games like that, that you can finish in one day, because it's just really, really good to speed through and get off, get out of my games list. I've got like, at the moment on Steam, have I even opened up Steam today? I have no idea. No, I haven't. So let me go ahead and I'll open up Steam real quick. And I will tell you how many games I own on Steam. I own 2,141 games on Steam. That's a lot of games to get through. And I have no idea how many I've finished. I've finished quite a bit. I finished quite a few games, but I still have a long way to go. We'll get there in the end. We will get there eventually. A lot of the games I'm going to be streaming, so you guys are going to have to get used to it. Sorry. But we're not playing a game tonight. Instead, yeah, we are traveling to we're starting in Seattle, Washington. I've got a rather large. Actually, let me get some music playing here. There we go. I've got some rather large, a rather large list tonight that we're playing. First, since this is taking place, this is Life is Strange 2. First, what we're going to be doing is we're going to take a look at a recap of episode 1, which is placed in Seattle, Washington, of Life is Strange 2. Then, I've got a nice list of videos for us to go through, because if you've never been to one of my virtual travel streams, this is it. This is what happens. We watch different videos of people visiting these areas that we're visiting. And I call it virtual traveling. One, there's no way I'm ever going to be able to travel to Washington State myself, because it's all the way in the States, and there's this whole thing about needing, COVID, and not being able to travel because of COVID, and needing a green card, and not being able to get green cards. I mean, technically, I don't need it because I'm dual citizen, but my American passport is not good. My American passport's in my dead name with my with an F in the sex category, and I do not look like I used to look back when I the last time I renewed my American passport. Yeah. So I can imagine going to the States and handing them my American passport, and them looking at the photo in my American passport, and looking at me, and looking at the photo, and looking at me, and promptly putting me in prison. Because that's probably what would happen. So yeah, if I ever go back to the States, I'm gonna have to do so as a pure British citizen. Which, yeah. So instead of traveling all over the place, I do these virtual travel streams, which is is pretty good. It allows me, as well as you, allows all of us to travel virtually to all of the places that we probably will never get a chance to visit in our lives. So tonight we are going to visit quite a few different places in Seattle. Seattle is, again, the hometown of Sean and Daniel Diaz in Life is Strange 2. So we're going to start off at the Pike Place Market. Then we're going to take a look at the New Year's show that they did at the Needle. It's really cool. Seriously, it's seriously awesome the way they did it, and it's just gonna. I decided to include that video, and I'll tell you why when we get to it. But I decided to include it for a specific reason instead of doing a tour video. And then we're going to go from there to the Museum of Pulp Culture, the Seattle Olympic Sculpture Park. We're going to take a ride on the Seattle Center monorail. Then take a look at the Chihuly Garden and Glass Tour. From there, go to the Great Wheel in Seattle, Washington. Then head underground to the Hidden City. Head over to the Washington Park Arboretum and Japanese Garden. And finally, we're going to end the night high above the Seattle skyline, overlooking the city via the Skyview Observatory. I'm really happy about this. This is going to be so much fun. Also, there's a few new things that I need to tell you guys about. You may have noticed at the top of over the side, right up there. There we go. At the top of the screen, just above where the moving last sub last host alert thing is moving. It says Love Jar. So the Love Jar is the new thing that we're doing. !love in the chat. And it will explain exactly what that is. So I'll go ahead and put it in the chat for you all. There we go. So the love jar is taking the place, or is the physical representation of our spread the love thing. Everything from now on, everything that is done in this channel while we stream will help the charity of the year, which this year is the LGBT Foundation, and Spread the Love weekly rates. So if you click the Coffee Crew link that's landed in Twitch, hold on, just in case you can't see it, I will put the link in itself. There we go. So if you go to that link there, coffeecrew.card.co/#love, it explains everything. So from now on, all views, all chat messages in the chat, all subs, all cheers, all tips, everything, every bit of interaction will equal a small amount going into the jar. And specifically, there is one specific amount, specifically with subs, $2 from each sub. Tier 1 subs are I get $2.50 from each tier 1 sub. So $2 out of that $2.50 goes into the jar. And at the end of each week, I'm going to take that jar, I'm going to split it, and 50% of the jar will go to our charity of the year, and 50% will go to our Friday night raid. I'm really excited about this. It's going to be so much fun. Rock, hi. You seem to be pogging just a little tiny bit there, Rock. Are you okay? Are you okay? So in other news, we also have a, speaking of bits, we've got, sorry, I've got an itchy nose, but speaking of bits, we've got a bit thing, and a sub thing. So with bits, 50 bits, or 50 bits equals me eating a sour thing. And I've got new alerts for that. And I'm so excited for someone to trigger the alerts for the sour, because it's seriously awesome. 100 bits will trigger an alert for chili. Let me just go on those. So yeah, 50 bits equals me eating something super sour, and it's like the toxic sour stuff. You know, really horrible, soury stuff. 100 bits exact will equal me eating a bit of this stuff, which is the chili challenge, chocolate chili challenge. So with the chocolate chili challenge, I'm only gonna do up to 4 times per stream. So all subs will make me do a chili challenge, and 100 bits will make me do a chili challenge. So I will eat 1 piece of the chili chocolate for each 100 bits, or every sub or resub, up to 4, because the chili chocolate challenge only goes up to 4 stages. So we'll only go up to 4 times once per stream, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. But Rock, how you doing? Mr. Pogger himself is in the chat. How are you? How many weeks of virtual traveling are there all this month, Rock? We're lasting for the entire month. To be exact, hold on. Let me bring up my. Where'd it go? Nope, that's the wrong place. There we go. Okay, so there are several locations in Life is Strange 2. Pardon me. This week, we're concentrating on Washington. So we're doing Seattle tonight. Tomorrow night we are having a special guest called by the name of hiitschase here on Twitch, otherwise known as Chase. He's going to be our special guest tomorrow. And then on Friday, we're heading over to Pierce County and Mount Rainier National Park. Then next week, we're going to hit Oregon. The week after, we're going to hit California. Then Nevada, Arizona, and Mexico. We'll probably do Nevada 1 week and then Arizona and Mexico in the same week. So, in the 4th week. So, Washington this week, Oregon next week, California in the 3rd week of the month. Hold on, let me double check here. So, yeah, Washington this week, Oregon next week, California in the 3rd week, then Nevada in the 4th week, and Arizona and Mexico in the last week probably. So yeah, that's probably how we'll do it. It's gonna be. I'm really looking forward to doing all of these virtual travels. It's gonna be so awesome. Did I say tomorrow? Not. Oh, for Pete's sake. Wednesday's stream, not tomorrow's. Thanks, Rock. I'm absolutely horrible at coming up with names or days even. Yes. Professional streamer here, folks. And yeah, yep, Life is Strange 2 locations all this month. So speaking of locations, if you look below the chat box on Twitch at all of the channel redemptions, we've got a lot. Yeah? I mean, we do. We've got a lot. There's a lot of things down there. Some new things. Some things have changed. We only have one challenge, so let's break this down. Okay, so starting with the new community challenge. The community challenge from now on is only going to last 1 week, and we're only going to have one community challenge at a time. And that's a add to the jar challenge. 6,000 points, 6,000 channel points. The more we reach, or the closer we get to that 6,000 points goal, the more money I will put in the jar. So if we get up to the entire 6,000 points by the end of Friday, I will put $6 in the jar. If we only get 3,000 points, I will only put $3 in the jar. And so on. So that's the first thing. I like it. It's gonna be fun. So that's the first thing. The second part is, like I said, I've changed a lot of the redemptions down below. So I've made some things cheaper. I've added restrictions to some things. So sorry, Rock, there's no more spamming the hydrate button. And you actually, you only have yourself to blame with that one, Rock, because you sent me that TikTok. You've got yourself to blame for that. Hydrate, thank you. There you go. You can still redeem it. I think it's 5 times, but it's every 20 minutes. You can only redeem it every 20 minutes. I love it. You only have yourself to blame, Rock. You only have yourself to blame. You sent me that TikTok today about the hydrate, and that that made me decide to put restrictions on hydrate. I love it. It's so much fun. And yeah, that first hydrate went through. I already did that. So yeah, I've changed some things around. I've made some things cheaper. I've added a couple of redemptions. I've changed the choose a location redemption. So that one, I've changed it to, you can either choose a location for us to visit in a future stream, or you can say, hey Muir, I really like this place and this current location that we're visiting. Can you take a look at a video about this place? So like, for example, if we were doing a virtual travel to Wales, and you said, hey Muir, I want to see Cardiff. Can you show a video about Cardiff, Wales, or Snowdonia? Then you could then redeem it and tell me where you want to virtually travel to in the area or country or state or whatever that we're in, or that we're visiting, and I'll do it that stream. So that's a new thing. Hold on, I'm actually gonna have to look here. I've made ad time cheaper. I've made guide the raid cheaper. Oh, fuck. I made sour candy 1,000 bits. Thanks. Thanks, Rock. I'll do that in just a minute. I've also made donate to charity cheaper. I've made the pick a game for me cheaper. I've added chili chocolate for 8,000. And I've also made the gift subs to yourself or someone else. Ooh, pizza. Thank you. Also made the gift subs to yourself or someone else cheaper as well. And then there's the give to the community, which is 5 gift subs. That I made that a little bit cheaper as well. So, enjoy your new and improved redemptions, everyone. Rock, yeah, I probably did make Pog for me cheaper as well. I did a lot of changing today, so right. Let me, while my pizza cools down enough for me to eat it, let us do some of these sour things, shall we? So, Rock, the first sour candy that we're eating is Snot Shots Bubblegum. Isn't that a lovely image? That is such a lovely image. Rock, if you weren't in audio only right now, you'd make me pog. Since you're in audio only, do you want me to wait to have the sour candy until you are able to watch to watch me on video? I can happily wait. Since you redeemed it, it's only fair that you're actually able to see it. Yeah, see me do it. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, let me know when you're actually watching. And I'll eat the snot shots. You didn't think about that. See, I'm smart, me. At least some of the time I am. Okay, before we start the virtual travel stream tonight, I do want to say thank you to MB Crump, otherwise known as Michael, for the follows, as well as Jaxelin for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, you two. They both followed me. Jackson followed me yesterday while I was off stream, and Michael followed me earlier this evening. So thank you both so much. Rock, I'm saved for now. For now. I will definitely do it though. I'm really looking forward to someone actually triggering the alert, because the alert can only be triggered with 50 exact bits. I'm really looking forward to someone doing it. You're gonna love the alert. I think you'll love the alert. And when the alert plays, actually, I'll let you guys know what the alerts are right now. Okay, I'm not gonna show them to you because that would be a huge spoiler. I want you guys to see them when naturally. But over the weekend, pardon me, hiccups. I made 4 new alerts for the sour candy, and yeah, there we go. Thank you, Stream Elements. So sour candy, 50 bits exactly, and it will trigger 1 of 4 alerts. And the alerts are an auto-tuned Donald Trump singing Lady Gaga's Sour Candy, the song. I chopped that auto-tune up into 4 bits and added GIFs that kind of match the bits of the song that I grabbed, and turned them into alerts. So it's gonna be so I was in stitches. I was giggling all day when I made those alerts. They're so funny. And then I also made 2 alerts for the chili. But those alerts will only happen when someone donates 100 or throws 100 bits, or cheers 100 bits. So, and those 2 are just 2 sound effects with 2 GIFs. They're not any song. So, but they're still good. They're still good. Right. Shall we watch? Let's turn that off. And let's go into the main video screen. As always, during our virtual travel streams, we have myself in the camera, and then over that side, oops, wrong direction. That way is the screen capture, where you will be able to see the travel videos. Rock, you're gonna send me something that'll take a minute? No worries. Easy garlic bread. Yum. Alright. So we'll start off walking through the Pike Place Farmers Market in Seattle, Washington. Actually, no. First, we're going to watch a recap of Life is Strange 2 Episode 1. So, Life is Strange 2 Episode 1. We played at the beginning of last month. It is set in Seattle, in a suburb in Seattle. And this video is a recap by Minor Icons HD. So here we go.
Now we're living in 2016 and Life is Strange 2, and now we're following the story of Sean, who is 16 and apparently hates parties. Now that's something I can relate to. He doesn't seem to have the best of luck when it comes to ladies, but that doesn't seem to matter because he's got a wingman, or should I say a wing woman named Lila. And it's supposed to be this party where Sean can make his move with his crush Jen, but Sean is not the only one in the Diaz family that's been struck by Cupid's arrow. Daniel, his little brother who is 9, who loves things that 9-year-olds will love, likes things like Halloween and zombie blood.
Come on, I'm done, look. I made zombie blood. It's corn syrup and food coloring.
And he also has his own crush, which is Lila, the wing woman, and the best friend of Sean.
Teenagers only.
I bet Lila would let me go. She's way nicer to me than you.
With them being in Seattle, it's a new location, kind of, but it's definitely not permanent considering what happens later on in the episode. I would say that it's not a coincidence that we're in Seattle because our good friend Max spent some time there, and we all know it wouldn't be Life is Strange without an important character missing a parent. By the
Oh my god. Why did I not remember that? Max moved up to Seattle, didn't she, in Life is Strange 1? She moved from Arcadia to Seattle. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry. Chalk finished. Let's continue the recap.
looks of it, it's
Rock. Yeah, she moved from Arcadia to Seattle, and then back from Seattle to Arcadia. Yeah. So I had temporarily forgotten that that was a thing that happened in Life is Strange 1, and Life is Strange 2. Them being in Seattle is kind of like a bit of a reference back to Life is Strange 1. Clever, don't nod.
Daniel, Sean, and their dad. And the dad is pretty cool. He gives Sean alcohol and drug money for the party while fixing up a car to be ready for Sean by graduation just for being honest with him. Like, imagine, you're honest with your parents, like, what are you gonna do with this money? I'm gonna buy drugs. Okay, cool, just be safe. That's what happened. I wanted to see more of the dad in the story, but that was very short-lived. Maybe
Rock, can I look at what you sent later? Yeah, sure, not a problem. Definitely. But at the end of the stream, we will.
some flashbacks or some old photos will come around. So moving on from where Sean and his dad are having a conversation about going to Mexico and the party Sean is planning to go to, we had Daniel bust in to show his zombie blood and catching a few seconds to say hi to his crush.
Hey. Hi, Lila.
Get out of my room, Daniel.
I was just
Shortly after showing off his zombie blood, Daniel goes outside. During this, Sean and Lila are on Skype, and they're talking about a party and what Sean's gonna say to Jin. And while on a Skype call with Lila, Sean hears something going on outside with his brother. It just so happens that Daniel spilled his freshly made blood on someone named Brett, and they're not so happy about it. So unhappy that they start to get physical with someone that's not only half their age, but half their size as well, which forces Sean to intervene and lecture Daniel. Even if this accident didn't occur, I think Brett just hates the Diaz family, period. Anyway, this whole situation turns into a fight, and a police officer shows up with someone that can barely breathe on the ground and covered in blood that looks like a messy situation, but Sean and Daniel know that the blood is fake, but the cop clearly doesn't. He appears to be trained poorly and is definitely not ready for the job. This reminded me of the death of Poussey on Orange is the New Black, and you guessed it, he's pulling out his gun without even thinking. Welcome to America. The dad comes out during this whole situation trying to explain to the officer that his kids are good kids, while the officer is pointing a gun at all of them. And as a viewer or a player, you start to feel more and more anxious as more words are exchanged in this whole situation.
Daniel, it's gonna be all right.
On the ground!
Soon enough, a shot is fired into the dad, and as soon as Sean's dad hits the ground, his powers activate. Telekinesis is what I'm guessing, but there could be way more to it. Brett is dead, and the dad of Sean and Daniel is dead as well. Luckily, Daniel is still alive, but not in the greatest condition. With the police showing up, it's time for these two to go. Sean takes the snacks and drinks he packed in his backpack earlier for the party, and the $40 that his dad gave him, picks up Daniel, and their runaway journey begins. I'm expecting more problems with the police, along with possibly immigration for Sean and Daniel, since they're going from Seattle all the way to Mexico, where their dad used to live. Maybe Sean will visit the party before he completely leaves, or maybe Lila will even help him escape from Seattle after the party, or he skips the party and she helps him escape from Seattle. That's all I have is for what I've seen in episode 1, or what was available, what was shown, because there's more to episode 1. That was just a short snippet. I'm pretty sure everyone has analyzed everything. They've analyzed every frame of the game, and they have a lot more to say. Their videos just aren't out yet, but when they're done, people like Geek Remix and William Hella are gonna go into great detail, way more than I ever could. So if you want to check out the available gameplay, go to the link in the description. And
Okay, so that was a recap of Life is Strange 2 episode 1 that was in Seattle. So I have no idea what or which suburb they're meant to be living in, but there are loads of suburbs in Seattle that match this description. I mean, this is like suburb USA, where they live basically. So it's it could be anywhere. Rock, Lila helps you get out of Seattle. Yeah, right, sure. I think she does if you choose to keep in contact with her. I think. Or at least I think she does help out a little bit as much as she can, or as she can if you keep in contact with her. So like in my playthrough, I never rung her, I never emailed her, I never contacted her in any way, shape, or form, because I was afraid that like the FBI maybe had her email or her phone tapped, because I'm paranoid like that. So in my game, I never contacted her, but you can contact her several times throughout the game. So, Rock, if you choose to call her and you get the Sean arrested ending, you see Lila there to see Sean get released. Lila was there at my game end, when Sean was released. But I never did ring her. I never answered any of her texts or any of her phone calls at all. But she was there. I recognized her. No idea how I managed how I managed that one. Did I not? Are you sure? Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't get that ending. Sorry, we watched all the endings, and that was one of them. Yeah, sorry, brain dead. Never mind. my brain's substituting things again. Yeah, I watched the vid with all the endings. Yeah. See, and that confuses me. So listen to me, folks. Don't watch videos that show the endings, all the endings of a video game, because if you do, and you're my age, you'll just get confused. Yeah, it's quite easy, quite easy. Anyway. Yes. Hi. Okay. So, Rock, you're happy that you got the ending you got. You got a different one than me, didn't you? You got, did you fettle it to where you got the one with both of them in Mexico? I honestly can't remember. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you got both end up in Mexico ending. Cool. That was a good ending. I liked that ending. I really did. The one I got was okay, but it was bittersweet. I think that the one of them both in Mexico is like probably the best ending, or considered to be the best ending. So I tried to rack my brain and tried to remember whether or not there were any references to any of these places in Life is Strange 2. That we're going to be virtually traveling to tonight, and I couldn't remember any of it. I couldn't remember them mentioning any of them, which I found a bit weird in the game, because you would have thought that there would have been some kind of reference, because they live in Seattle. I would have expected some kind of reference to something in Seattle, whether it be like the Seattle Center, or the Needle, or something. But no, I don't remember there being any references to popular places in Seattle in the game. So, but that's okay. They referenced Minecraft. They did, yes, and that's actually funny you mentioned that. That's going to be our third place that we're visiting in tonight's stream. But yeah, we're traveling to Minecraft, sort of. You'll see when we get there. You'll see when we get there. All right, let's go to Pike Place Farmers Market. This is a cool place, by the way. I love this market. It's very reminiscent of markets that you get over here in the UK. Yeah, it's just really awesome. So let's take a look at this. Okay, I'm actually gonna backtrack here. Alright. So this YouTuber, by the way, is called... Hold on, is called EDD Vlogs, or EDD Vlogs.
The very first thing that you see when you come into the market is a pig that greets you at the entrance. The name of the pig is Rachel, and I want to tell you a little bit of the origin of this pig. Let me show it to you first.
You'll see, Rock, you'll see.
And it's really popular among tourists who choose to take pictures next to it. At the very top, it has a coin slot, and this is because this is used for donations for Pike's Place Market. It is also a tradition to pet the pig for good luck.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause it right there. He was talking about Rachel the pig. That is at one of the entrances to Pike Place Farmers Market. It is a very large, a life-size statue of a bronze pig named Rachel. And it's, superstition and for this pig is when you visit the market, you are supposed to rub the pig's nose for good luck, and put a couple, put some coins in the slot that's on the pig, as a donation to the market, to help them with costs and everything. It's a huge pig. I mean, it is a life-size pig. It's awesome, and it's hollow inside, so it's it's a piggy bank as well, literally.
You have to do it just in case. You will also see the pig's footsteps all around Pike's Place. These are donations from people, as you can see.
That is neat.
There's names of people written on like the little footsteps, and they take you to very interesting locations in this.
Ooh, that's making me dizzy.
It's about to be 11 here. We came at this specific time of day just because there is a cross market that opens at around 10:30, and we really wanted to check this out. So let's say bye to Rachel.
Bye, Rachel.
The cross market is towards the right side as soon as you enter into the building. And here there's a lot of people who bring their art and display it for people and also sell a lot of it. This place provides the opportunity for visitors to discover unique, local, and handcrafted items, including apparel, glass and metal sculpture, painting, jewelry, and many other things.
So it's so reminiscent of a UK market. It's unbelievable.
Before we continue, we're gonna grab a little snack. They have a lot of bagels, and they also have bagel dogs.
Ooh, bagels. Ooh, bagel dogs.
Check it out, you guys.
Yum.
This looks so amazing. Jewelry is also a big thing here, as you can see. We've seen a lot of these little shops all throughout this area. This is another apparel stuff. A lot of shirts with like Seattle or the Skyline in their logos. There's a lot of traffic, so you have to move fast and also swiftly through the crowd. Behind me, more earrings and jewelry. And over in this side,
Hot honey sauce. Ooh, that sounds good.
another sample, guys. And on this side, you'll see a lot of earrings, and it's really cool. I think it adds to it that they're all made by the owner. Is that correct? That is really awesome. Flowers as far as the eye can see. More shirts here. I feel like Winnie the Pooh. That's really good. This place sells not only honey, but also like natural made soap,
Nice.
shampoo. Really cool.
Ooh, and honeycomb.
A lot of sculptures.
I love
A
honeycomb.
lot here made out of wood. More jewelry on this side. Over here you can also find like musical instruments, and some of these.
Those are awesome looking. It looks like they take boxes, like different interesting boxes or cigar boxes, it looks like, and turn them into radios and musical instruments, guitars, and so on. That is pretty cool. I like that. That is a unique way to upcycle.
Are like coated in like snake skin or something. Check this one out. Really well done. My respects.
Nice.
And we're making it to the outside here. I think that's it for the crafts market right here. A few more shops, metalwork as well as apparel. So I think that's it. We're gonna go ahead and go back inside and check out the different floors. There are still a lot of things to see, you guys. We still have to cross the street, as well as we still need to go back inside and check out the lower level as well as the second floor. I think the name of the game in here is variety, including notebooks as you saw, flowers, sculptures and whatnot. So there's anything and everything for anyone that comes here.
So,
check this out, you guys. They have everything here. Everything from swordfish,
all of the seafood.
crab,
Nice.
lobster. They also sell rubs, tools, and cookbooks to make the best out of whatever you decide to buy. One really cool tradition they have is the famous fish toss. They throw the fish
Watch this. This is so cool.
customer orders to the people working at the counter for them to weight it and package it for the customer. It's definitely a great place to even just stop by and check this out. Our next
How cool is that?
the meat market, just like the fish market, in this place they have a lot of variety in what they sell. This is a meat lover's paradise. If you're looking for specialty meats, house-made marinades and rubs, and anything meat related, you came to the right place. I wonder if they have like Beyond or Impossible Meat or whatever it's called for the vegetarian people. Coming up to the next spot, you guys, we just made it here to
Probably not.
This is kind of like the same concept as the last two places that we visited. They have a lot of different things here. This place is perfect for those looking for farm fresh eggs, locally made butter, and fresh milk and cheeses. If you're like a super fan of cows or anything dairy, this is the place for you.
Oh my god, that cow. Hold on, let me backtrack. Look at that cow! It's a cow wearing sneakers. Just, wow.
Fan of cows or anything dairy, this is the place for you. It is interesting to say the least. They have everything cow themed. It would be sort of like a funny souvenir, I guess. Anyways, you guys, moving on.
Moving on. Yeah, I see what he did there.
Next location. One of the last shops that we're gonna take a look at are the produce shops. There's a lot of these scattered throughout the market, and we can't forget about those. Can I get a free sample? Thank you so much. They sell items by the pound, so you can get to try a lot of different things. You can also get samples. You know, I'm all about these. These are good since they sell things like individually or by the pound, so you can get to try a lot of different things. These blood oranges look delicious. Check it out. Everything looks so colorful and delicious. Check it out. Trying a little bit of these pomegranates. They look so good. Alright, you guys, we are done for this section. The next thing we're gonna do has to be my favorite. We're gonna decide on where to eat and also something to snack on after that.
This is like a seriously huge market. This market is larger than the one in Leeds. I love walking through Leeds Market. When we get up to our 40 pounds, if I'm able to get into Leeds Center, then I might do an IRL stream.
For food and drink, there are so many options
for you guys.
Ridiculous. From Mexican food, seafood of course, to Italian.
Or not 40 pounds, it's 80 pounds, sorry.
Other different kinds. The plan for right now is to find something to eat. We'll catch you guys whenever we decide on something. We ended up choosing this place. It's called Market Grill. It has really great reviews and the food looks amazing. This place has been featured in multiple TV shows as well as national and international rankings. It should be good. Check it out, you guys. This is the prawn sandwich, and this one over here, this is the salmon.
That looks really good.
That was really good, guys. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and grab dessert, but first, we wanted to check this place out. This is the gum wall. We're gonna come back tomorrow for another video, but we just wanted to make a quick stop to check it out. This place right here is the prime location for photos. As you can see, there's a lot of people taking pictures over there. The tip that I can give you is to not forget your gum, and hopefully you don't consider this super gross.
I think that's super gross. The gum wall, in case you guys have no idea what that was, it's an alleyway where people traditionally stick their chewed bubble gum. They stick their chewed bubble gum on the wall, and other people come and take photos of themselves in front of a big wall of chewed up bubble gum. I mean, what? You see how I worked that pog in there? Also, welcome home, Rock. Are you ready for the sour pog? Alright, tell you what. We are going to finish this video, and then I'll switch scenes. And I'll do the sour sweets then. So here we go. Into the video.
Get some dessert. We've been saving ourselves for getting some coffee and some pastries. Chon chon chon, this is the place. Piroshki. This is the place to come if you want to try some Russian pastries. We've been smelling it a lot as we pass through this road. It smells so
Give me that cinnamon cardamom bread. Oh, that looks so good.
amazing. We're gonna try it out. Almost there, you guys. I can see it now. We got the goods, guys. Like I said, we're gonna get coffee, and you guys are gonna think that we're basic, but we don't care. We're gonna go to a Starbucks, but it's not your ordinary Starbucks. This is actually the first ever Starbucks created, and check out the line. I don't think you would know that this is the first Starbucks if it wasn't for the line. This line is getting out of hand. It's like a ride at Disneyland or something. Check it out. Wild. Here it is, guys. Going into the first ever Starbucks. It's not often you can say that you had a Starbucks in the first Starbucks. That was really cool, guys. Right now we're heading to a park to enjoy the goods. We're about to enjoy our bread and our coffee. I don't know if there's a better way to end the video than right here overlooking the waterfront and enjoying our dessert. If you haven't seen the last video, we went to the waterfront and we went on that thing. It was a really cool experience, you guys. I'll leave it in the description.
We're actually gonna check out this this Ferris wheel later on, so I won't spoil it for you guys. Right, so that was Pike Place Farmers Market in Seattle, Washington. I'm just picturing the Diaz brothers going with their dad on the weekends to that place. I mean, you know that they had to have, right? They had to have done it. All right. Rock, why can't you see when you redeem stuff until you I have no idea. My guess is it's Twitch. That's all I can say. But don't worry, it is showing up for me. Let me clean my glasses because I cannot see a thing. I accidentally rubbed my glasses a minute ago, and all I get is I've just got like this greasy, buttery smudge across one of my lenses due to the pizza. So hold on. There we go. I can see now. Rock, while I'm doing the sour candy, can I look at the tweet? Yeah, sure. Hold on. Is it on Discord? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, good grief, Rock, why? Muir Pogger, he, bruh, ha. And two. Oh dear. I do like that one photo there. That's just extreme close up of Muir. Okay. Let's go into the cam only scene. And let's have some gum. So, Rock, if you don't mind, in the chat, exclamation mark eat for me, please. Just as a reminder. Thank you very much. So yeah, 50 bits will make me eat something sour. There's also a point redemption underneath the chat, if you don't have bits, but still want me to eat something sour. This is all in good fun. This isn't for me to make money. This is just all in good fun, which is why I always make sure that there's a non-monetary way of doing these things. So 50 bits equals some, or points down below equals some me eating something sour. 100 bits or more points down below will equal me eating one step in the chili chocolate challenge. Up to 4, by the way. Up to 4 times per stream for the chili chocolate. Whoa, okay. So, these are called Snot Shots. Snot Shots bubblegum. The bubblegum is about that big per piece. I'm gonna be putting all of that in my mouth. They are very green. I'm guessing they're gonna be sour apple. So here we go. Are you ready? Don't like sour sweets. I really don't want to put this in my mouth. I really, really don't. Okay. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, that's just getting more sour. Mm. Mm. Oh, that is sour apple. Oh, that is so sour. Jesus H. Christ, that oh, that is sour stuff. Oh, thank you, Rock, for redeeming that. Damn. Okay, it's getting sweeter now. I can handle it now. That was sour. Oh, geez, it's still. Oh, nope. Hmm. It starts getting sweet, and then I take I bite down, and I hit a piece of sour that I hadn't quite gotten to yet. Oh, damn. Okay, so that's that. The next one, if there is a next one this stream, I'll choose a different candy. We've got loads. I mean, here's the box. Here's the box of sweets. Every single one of those is sour. Sour something or other. So, it's gonna be so much fun. And we have Shariah's brother to thank for those sour sweets. Oh, alright. Let's go back to the videos. You alright there, Felix? Sorry, my cat is making noise. Come on. Hold on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Good girl. Okay. So, the next video is this is Seattle's New Year's show at the Needle. And I've decided to choose this video because it was super, super interesting. It was between this video and a tour, a literal virtual tour of the Space Needle. And I chose this one because while the virtual tour of the Space Needle was interesting and very informative, I really liked the performance that they put on at the Needle for New Year's. This is awesome. I'll start playing. I'll tell you real quick. It's a virtual display that a Seattle-based entrepreneur helped develop. It used sky mapping technology with video footage to create a digital artistic presentation.
3, 2, 1.
So everything you see here is digital and not actually happening there. It's some very, very clever trickery. I'm actually... Yeah, I'll leave the music on, it's fine. So yeah, this is very, very clever trickery. And I'm really, really hoping that New Year's and 4th of July celebrations do this going forward. Because it is just so cool. I mean, look at that. So basically what they did was they took digital imagery and superimposed it on actual footage over actual footage of the Space Needle. So like London and Scotland did drones. These guys have gone completely digital, and it's just so cool. I mean, just there, they've turned the Space Needle into an alien flower. I mean, that is the coolest thing I have ever seen, hands down. I'm a complete techno geek. I love this kind of stuff. It is so cool. I mean, I loved London's New Year's performance, but this just, wow. It's just amazing what you can do with with digital art nowadays. And computers. It's just completely amazing. Oh, and a rock, thanks for the other hydrate. There we go. Needed after that sour gum. Oh, speaking of which. Time to get rid of the gum. It's gone bland now. You could not do that with a traditional laser light show. There's no way. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Felix. Sit down, sweetie. Lie down. Be a good girl. Pet cam time. Back up a bit. Felix says hi, everyone. Say hi to Felix. Rock, redeem, stretch. We'll do that after this video. Excuse me. This is very futuristic and very spacey, and I love it. Oh my gosh, now it's turning into a planetarium. Very, very nice. After chewing that gum, I now have a frog in my throat. It's the pink goo! Here to devour us all! What do you have to say about it, Felix? Anything? Nothing at all? No? Okay. Felix is unmoved. Whoa. Oh, jeez. This is just... Dang. Even those fireworks aren't... Well, some of those fireworks I'm guessing are real. Others aren't. Try to guess which ones. That is so awesome. And freaky, but awesome. And Felix is just here like, pay attention to me, human. Don't look at the screen, just look at me. Don't look at the video. Pay attention to me. Damn. That is just seriously awesome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you as well, my friend. That is seriously awesome. I'm gonna move the camera down just a little tiny bit more to better show off the cat. And while you look at the cat, everyone, we're gonna take this opportunity to do a stretch. So let's go into the chatting cam so that we can properly do the stretch. Even though you can't see me, you can only see the cat. So, it is stretch time, everyone. Do what Felix is doing. I will make Felix show you how to properly stretch like a cat. First, stretch your head out like so, and then move your head down, and then to the side, just like that, and then to the other side, just like that, and then put your bum way up in the air, just like that. There we go. One nice big stretch. Just like Felix does. She's an awesome kitty. We love Felix. All right. The next place that we are going to virtually travel to, and rock. And for everyone else wondering, when I said we are going to visit Minecraft, I really meant we're going to visit Minecraft. The Minecraft exhibition live experience at the Museum of Pop Culture in Seattle, Washington is our next location. Okay, so for those of you who are just tuning in to the channel, welcome. First of all, say hello to my cat. This is my cat. I am not a cat. I am the person behind the cat. I am not a cat. At least I don't think I am. But we are about a third of the way through our virtual travel stream. And our virtual travel streams is our streams where we virtually travel to another place in the world via videos. Sometimes I can luck out and find a good online virtual tour. Other times, like a proper interactive virtual tour. A lot of times we watch videos. because it's really difficult to find really good interactive virtual tours online that you don't have to pay for. But videos are good. Videos are a good way to visit things. So this is the Museum of Pop Culture in Seattle, Washington. And again, if you're just tuning in, all this month we are virtually traveling to. Are you going, Felix? We are virtually traveling to different places that were in the Life is Strange 2 game that we started and completed last month. We're basically tracing Sean and Daniel Diaz's path from the beginning of Life is Strange 2 all the way to the end. Just visiting some of the different, checking out a lot of attractions in the places that they stayed in. So obviously they're from Seattle, so tonight we're checking out Seattle, Washington. So here we go. This is Minecraft the Exhibition at the Museum of Pop Culture. Just to read through what it says here, it's an immersive exhibition bringing the virtual landscape of Minecraft to life through full-scale creatures, scenic backdrops, a day-night lighting cycle, dynamic audio effects, and loads of other stuff. It's really cool. I watched this video earlier today, and I watched it all the way through because it's just that freaking awesome. So here we are.
And welcome to Exit Through the Gift Shop. Today we're at the Museum of Pop Culture in downtown Seattle, Washington. The special exhibit at Mopop right now is Minecraft the Exhibition.
And this is a new exhibition, by the way. It was last year, I believe. I don't know if it's still going on, but it was as of last year.
Right now at the Mopop is Minecraft the Exhibition. Kids will love it for a small additional fee. This is the original Minecraft.
I mean, kids will love it. I love it.
Our hero.
Forget the kids.
Hiding out front. Look out, here's a creeper. Everything's turning a little blocky.
How awesome is this? This is so cool.
There's a Minecraft torch.
A little bit of fun and mischief, added in to keep things interesting.
Throughout the exhibit, we're finding that there's life-size Minecraft characters. Here's a life-size zombie and a life-size Minecraft wolf.
They're not quite.
Here's
Not quite life size.
Showing from when the game was first released in 2009. And amazingly, all the way up until 2019, when there were still 112 million players logging in every month. We've got some mini models of the different Minecraft environments. Here's a blocky sandy desert.
Desert Temple, to be exact.
And here's the bamboo jungle, complete with pandas. They look pretty happy.
You're so cute. I love the pandas. Really good addition to the game.
And right over here is one of our favorite Minecraft characters, full-size llama.
Again, not full size, but close enough.
Through this gateway, we're entering the Nether.
Now, I'm just gonna stop right there and go back just a smidge. Look at the ceiling. That's glowstone lamps on the ceiling. How awesome is that? I would absolutely love that. That is so cool. I'm completely geeking out over this exhibition. I absolutely love it.
Entering the Nether. A strange dimension, an infinite underground filled with lava seas and shadowy fortresses. Here's a dangerous guy right here. He looks pretty intimidating.
It's a zombie pigman!
They know what this is. They know everything. Greeting us at the entrance to the Nether is a zombie pigman.
He had to be been told by the kids. You can tell this man never has played Minecraft. And how cool is that lava flow? That is so awesome. Again, I want it. I want that so bad. That is so cool.
Following the minecart tracks. Also deep underground is a skeleton. Apparently these guys are deadly because they have bows and it can attack you from quite a ways away.
They're not that deadly.
Ooh, my interactive Minecraft. Punch this tree. Keep punching until a block of wood appears. Perfect.
I love it.
There it goes. Another popular Minecraft character, the cow.
Yes, the cow is completely popular. It is so popular, people kill it.
You can sit at one of these consoles and
Constantly.
play Minecraft. Try Minecraft, play some mini games.
Oh, that is so
Check out
nice.
some amazing builds that other people have created. This iron golem is taller than I am in real life.
In real life, that iron golem is about 8 feet tall.
No, this isn't
8 or 9
bedroom.
feet tall, I think they are. And,
Collection of all
or they would be in
different
IRL.
Merchandise available. You can check out stuffed animals, books, calendars, Funko Pops, and more. Here's one of the villagers in Minecraft. Looks like a librarian.
They did really good, though. They did a really, really good job at this exhibition. I absolutely love it. I would love to visit this for real. I'd probably spend like a very long time, several hours in this exhibition.
And here's a life size.
Guaranteed.
Ooh. Part of the exhibit, they've scaled up how big a block would be in real life. This is it right here.
So that, there you go.
3 feet high.
Just to show you, yeah, that is a real life Minecraft block. 1 meter cubed. That's a big square. That is one huge cube. Think about it. All cubes in Minecraft, all blocks are that size. It really, really puts the game into perspective, doesn't it? It's just wow.
If you can imagine moving a ton of those around, it'd be like building the pyramids. That's pretty big. The Minecraft exhibit is available as an add-on to your regular Mopop ticket. It's $5 per person more, but as a minor diversion, the kids will love it and worth the added experience.
The kids will love it.
A life-size, about 25-foot long Ender Dragon. That's it today from the Minecraft exhibit at the Museum of Pop Culture. Please remember to hit subscribe and
I just I find it hilarious how the entire way through the video he's like, the kids will love it. And it's like, dude, I know about 50 adults who would love that exhibition, let alone never mind the kids. Never mind the kids, the adults would love it. Alright then. From the Minecraft exhibition at the Museum of Pop Culture, let us move on to the Seattle Olympic Sculpture Park. Before we do, though, I do want to remind you all that speaking of Minecraft, we do have a charity fundraiser that we're doing all this year. Raising money for the LGBT Foundation. It's a UK-based charity that does a ton of good for the LGBT community here in the UK. They literally do everything. They help the homeless. They help people who are in crisis. They have a crisis hotline. They do some really, really good stuff for people. You can donate to them. Again, I'll paste the link into the chat in case you can't see it. There we go. If you click on that Tiltify link, you can donate to the fundraiser. All money donated through that link goes directly to the charity as well, which is good. Our goal is £240. We have regular milestones, so we've done our first milestone. Our second milestone is at £40, and that will be a watch party over in my Discord server. So I'm really looking forward to when we get to that milestone. Again, every single interaction during this stream will equal some money put in the jar, whether it's chatting or cheering bits on Twitch or subscribing or following or whatever. Everything will equal a little bit of money going into the jar. And at the end of the week, we take the jar, we split it in half. 50% will go to the charity, and 50% will go to the streamer and their community that we raid at the end of the week. Let's move on to the Seattle Olympic Sculpture Park. And again, we are tracing the path that Sean and, well, loosely tracing the path that Sean and Daniel Diaz took throughout the game Life is Strange 2. They are from Seattle, so we are visiting some places that they may have visited while they lived in Seattle. So this is the Olympic Sculpture Park in Seattle. Gonna turn that music down just a little bit. So they don't actually, there's no talking in this video. Instead, it's just a 4K video of the park itself. But while the video plays, I'll tell you just a little bit about the sculpture park. It was created and operated by the Seattle Art Museum. It is a public park with modern and contemporary sculpture and located in downtown Seattle, Washington. It opened in... Hold on, there we go. It opened in January 20th, 2007. So I think that Daniel and Sean most definitely would have gone to this park at one point during their lives. It consists of 9 acres, which is the Outdoor Sculpture Museum. It has an indoor pavilion and a beach on Puget Sound. You can tell it's very popular with joggers and walkers. I mean, why wouldn't it be? I can imagine that would probably be a wonderful, wonderful walk. Also, I like that person's hair. There's a cycle path there, as you can see. Absolutely beautiful. So, the Olympic Sculpture Park is situated in Belltown, at the northern end of the central waterfront and the southern end of Myrtle Edwards Park. We're not actually going to take a look at those two areas tonight, but feel free to do so in your own time. They are beautiful areas. I mean, look at that view with the boats. The water is so clear you can see down to the bottom of the bay. So, so pretty. There's the, there's a Space Needle. So the Sculpture Park is a free admission outdoor park with both permanent outdoor sculptures, temporary works, and site-specific installations. The Seattle Art Museum regularly rotates a major artwork at the Olympic Sculpture Park, including installations by Victoria Haven from 2016 to 2017, Spencer Finch from 2017 to 2019, and Regina Silveira from 2019 to 2020. Those are obviously those are the names of the artists. Again, highly recommend that you look them up. They have done some wonderful work. That sculpture is just so... It's a head, but it's so tall and skinny that it I don't know, it's just so weird. That sculpture is just so weird. I like it, but it's weird. I probably like it because it's weird. I don't know. I do like weird things though. Just awesome. The Sculpture Park, by the way, is on the site of a formal industrial site, which was occupied by oil and gas corporation Unocal until the 70s. And due to their business practices, it became a contaminated brownfield before the art museum proposed to transform the area into one of the only green spaces in downtown Seattle. And which is pretty awesome. And since the creation of the Sculpture Park, there have been loads more green areas springing up around Seattle, which I highly agree with. Cities need more green spaces. Green spaces, in case any of you guys didn't know. Green spaces in cities, if you have places that are green, full of trees and flowers and living plants, they actually help keep the pollution, the air pollution down in the city. And it has been proven that green air, you put enough green areas in a city and the pollution levels just drop. Not to zero, because it's a city. You're always going to have pollution in cities, but it does help. And it also helps with the mental well-being of city residents. It's been proven fact that visiting nature and being in the middle of nature can help with mental well-being. So I'm really glad to see more and more cities adding more parks and green areas and into the center of the city. It's so nice to see. So the next place that we're going to visit is the Seattle Center monorail. And the monorail is pretty cool. The monorail was built during the World Fair, and it's not changed. It was designed by the same guy who designed Walt Disney World's monorail, so it looks very similar to the original monorail in Walt Disney World. But where they've upgraded their monorail in Disney World. This one is Seattle's left alone. They've just kept up with maintenance, but they've not changed the monorail itself. So it still has that very historic look and feel to it. So let's take a look. So the monorail actually goes through the center of Seattle to the Space Needle and back to the station. There's a monorail station. It goes from Alweg to the Space Needle and back. Very, very awesome. And you can see there that, I mean, it is very, very Disney-ish. So here we go at the entrance to the station, and this is going to show not the full journey, but a good section of it. The monorail is a very popular, not only a popular tourist attraction, but the locals use it as an easy mode of transport. It is just under a mile long. Goes along 5th Avenue between the Seattle Center and Westlake Center in downtown Seattle. Turn that down just a little bit more. And it makes no intermediate stops. It just goes straight from one end to the other, no stops. But it gives a really good overview of the center of Seattle. It has trains every 10 minutes, running for up to 16 hours per day. It was constructed in a period of 8 months and it cost $4.2 million. And that was back in 1962. So inflation, you're talking quite a bit more nowadays. If they wanted to build one similar to this now, it would probably cost a couple of billion. Oh yeah, by the way, if any of you guys have ever visited any of the places in real life that we're taking a look at tonight, please feel free to chat, to let us know in the chat, and let us know what you saw, what you thought of it, and so on. So in 1988, the monorail underwent major renovations after the southern terminal was moved from its location over Pine Street to inside the Westlake Center shopping mall, which is where they've stopped at here. The system retains its original fleet of 2 Alweg trains. Each carries up to 450 people. The city designated them as a historic landmark in 2003. It's owned by the government. and is operated by a private contractor. It carries 2 million people each year from one point to the next, and earns a profit split between the contractor and the city government. There have been, they have considered elongating the tracks. They did, in 1997, there was a Seattle monorail project that would have seen a citywide network expanding the monorail coverage beyond the planned Link Light Rail system. But unfortunately, the project ran into financial difficulties, with cost estimates rising to over 11 billion US dollars, and was cancelled in 2005 due to them it was just too expensive. Yep, it is powered by electricity, as it says there. It has 0 emissions, which is pretty cool. And as you can see here, the recommended videos are all about the Disney monorail. And again, that's because it was the Seattle monorail was designed by the same man who designed the Disney monorail system. Moving on to Chihuly Garden and Glass Tour. I really love this next video. Chihuly is a artist. He's a glass blower. He blows, well, that's literally what he does. He blows glass. Glass blowers take hot glass, molten glass, and they blow using a huge long tube. They blow air into the glass to create all sorts of shapes, and this guy has taken it to an extreme art form, and has created some of the most amazing glass sculptures that I have ever seen. This is seriously, seriously awesome.
Hey, what's up, guys? We are in Seattle.
So let me just turn this up because he does. The guy in this video does talk about it. This video, by the way, the video, the person in the video, their channel is called Perfect Little Planet, and they travel all over the place, looking for interesting things to visit like this. So, it's a really, really good YouTube channel. Highly recommend it. A few things more about the artist. So, the artist's name is Dale Chihuly. He is a world-renowned glass artist and was spent most of his life in Seattle, Tacoma areas. Yeah, he's just seriously, seriously awesome. The artist himself. Let me just show you his website here for a moment. If it lets me. Here we go. So Dale Chihuly was born in Tacoma, Washington. Spent a lot of his life in Seattle. He was born in 1941. He was introduced to glass while studying interior design at the University of Washington. He then moved to Wisconsin, where he went to university in 1965 to learn at the first glass program in the USA, in Washington. He then moved to Rhode Island to go to the School of Design there, where he continued his studies in glass. He then moved to Venice, where he went to work at the Vanini glass factory. Then he went back to Washington State in 1971 and found his own glass school there, where he taught people the art of blowing glass. I mean, this guy is seriously amazing. He has created loads of works, different exhibits, from the 70s to present day. He's literally been all over the world. He's done loads of things. He was in a car accident, if I'm remembering what I read correctly earlier today. He was actually in a car accident in England, and he was thrown headfirst through the windshield. But he's never given up on his work, which is really cool. So let's take a look at this video and take a look at the exhibit in Seattle.
This is the Chihuly Glass and Gardens.
Yeah, we've been to Seattle a lot, but we've never made it here. We finally have committed to doing it.
So cool.
And we're really excited.
It starts off inside, so let's take you inside.
So he's a local glass sculptor, works found all over the world. And the exhibition in Washington is his largest collection. I mean, look at that. That is awesome.
This room is called Mille Fiori. So pretty. I love all the colors, just how the whole thing is composed.
Mille Fiori in Italian means 1,000 flowers.
The idea of this entire place, but unreal. This is so
That is just so awesome. And I love the way that the water shines through and off the glass. Here's some chandeliers, all made of glass, if you can believe it. That's just seriously amazing.
looks like it's lit from inside, but it's not. That's just the light shining through it from above.
Pretty amazing, isn't it? I mean, just wow.
I brought you outside, and you can go to the glass house, down the chandelier hallway here, and you check out the gardens outside. There's a lot to see here. It's really cool.
It is a huge exhibit. So you got all the chandeliers there outside. I would be so nervous with those being outside. It would. I'm just thinking, you know, in a heavy windstorm. What do they do in case of a heavy storm? Do they rush to secure them all, or what?
And there's the Space Needle.
And yeah, that is glass and metal. To make flowering vines. That's just seriously amazing. And he's got glass in an actual garden outside.
I love how he's created these fanciful glass plants in the middle of the garden. They fit so well. Maybe not that one, but these fit really well.
I mean, they are so awesome. But again, I have to wonder, what do they do in case of, like, you know, hailstorms or something? I would be so worried about those things, about a huge giant hail ball crashing into those and just slivers of glass flying everywhere. Holy moly, what? No, whoa. $12,000 for that bowl. Dang.
So the theater inside just keeps playing over and over again.
Wow.
Anytime that you want. tell some interesting stories. One story, you can see he wears a patch over his eye. That actually didn't happen when he was blowing glass. He was in a head-on collision in 1976, flew through the windshield, and that's what blinded him. So it was through...
Yeah, that was the car accident that I talked about earlier in England.
He was in a body surfing accident, dislocated his shoulder so he couldn't hold the blow thing for the glass anymore. And so now he sits back and directs people how to do it. So he actually has a studio and lots of other people do it, which is how he can make these giant works of art.
Wow.
There's no way that just one person can do all this. That was really cool. I think that was worth going to see.
Yeah, totally worth it. It was so cool. So you don't actually see that many exhibits, but it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. It was just mind-blowing.
We heard mind-blowing.
The glass.
Glass.
Yeah.
Get it? We've heard
yeah,
it
I got it.
forever. I mean, we saw
That's
it
such
in
a bad
Ohio,
joke.
Vegas,
Bad joke.
He's in Kew Gardens in London,
Oh, wow.
and he's in Macau in one of the casinos. It's everywhere.
And of course, you also hear about it here all the
Yeah.
time. We come through here all the time.
So we wanted to come here, and it did not disappoint. So if you want to come here, definitely go see it. It only took us, what, like an hour? Not even an hour to go
Not
see
even an hour
it.
to go through it, but it's just great to be able to sit there.
That's just amazing.
Sit on and hang out, and it's not crowded on the benches. You don't feel like you're taking up space. You can just be.
So yeah, there you have it, everyone. If you ever travel to Seattle, Washington, check out the Chihuly Garden.
On the street. Street parking here is $1 an hour, so that's an amazing tip. Okay, so hopefully you made it to the end of the video.
And again, this channel, they've got loads of videos, and they're all really, really good. Again, the channel is called Perfect Little Planet. Go over, give them a sub, check out their other videos. So, let me pause that real quick. How are you guys finding the tour so far? I hope you're nice and relaxed and you're enjoying yourselves. For those of you who are just dropping in, welcome. We are in the middle now of a virtual traveling tour of Seattle, Washington. We are, all this month, we are making our way along the path that Daniel and Sean Diaz in Life is Strange 2, that following the path that they made, or that they went through the game, during the episodes of the game. We're starting in Seattle, which is their hometown. We're visiting some places that they might have visited. And I'm just having loads of fun just picturing them, when they were younger, obviously, before the events of Life is Strange 2 happened. Just picturing them going to the Great Wheel, or checking out riding on the monorail, or whatever. I think it'd be really, really, really cool. So let's check out the Great Wheel. So the Great Wheel of Seattle has 42 climate-controlled gondolas, which are able to carry up to 8 passengers per gondola. There is one VIP gondola, which is a luxury gondola, of course. It has red leather seats and a glass floor, and seats 4 people. So that makes the maximum capacity of the Great Wheels 332 people. That's a lot of people. It takes 12 minutes to make 3 revolutions around the wheel, and it extends 40 feet out over Elliott Bay. And I believe that it was built in 2012, if my memory serves me correctly. So let's check it out. And this is a 4K video taken in 2019. I love stuff like this. I prefer if I go on Ferris wheels. And I've been on a few Ferris wheels in my life. I prefer the ones with enclosed gondolas. Because am susceptible to the cold. And me and cold weather do not mix. So anything that's enclosed and climate controlled, I'm all over it. The last Ferris wheel that I was in Leeds during the, it wasn't this past Christmas, it was the Christmas before. It was during the Christmas market. And they always have a big Ferris wheel. And it is so cold in those Ferris wheel cars. Absolutely freezing. And my son wanted to go on one. And I didn't have the heart to say no because, you know, he has his own money. He can spend it on whatever he wants. But he is autistic. So he can't go anywhere unsupervised. So if he wants to go on something, I have to go on it with him. But he absolutely loved it. He had a blast. So I enjoyed it a bit as well, even though it was so cold. So what about you guys? Have you guys ever been on Ferris wheels, and if so, where? And look at that view, though. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? So the Great Wheel is the tallest, or was the tallest Ferris wheel on the west coast of the United States when it opened in June of 2012. So my memory was correct there. So this is something that I think Sean and Daniel definitely would have ridden at one point or another. The inauguration ceremony and opening to the public took place on the 29th of June 2012. Participants in the ceremony included the U.S. Coast Guard with a presentation of colors, the Seattle mayor at the time, Michael McGinn, who delivered a speech, and the University of Washington cheerleaders, spirit team, and marching band. So it was a huge, huge event. Approximately 200 people lined up for the first ride. And like I said, the views from it, as you can see here, is just absolutely beautiful. Just so, so pretty. So the Seattle Wheel is the only one of the three wheels of this design to be over the water. There's also the Niagara Sky Wheel at Clifton Hill, Niagara Falls, Myrtle Beach Sky Wheel in South Carolina, and this one.
Hey there, everyone.
Okay, shush for a moment, dude. So a little bit more information about the Great Wheel real quick before we jump into the next location. The Seattle Great Wheel was featured in the climax for the film Death Note, which is pretty neat. And it's a prominent landmark of the 2020 action-adventure game, The Last of Us Part 2. If I ever play The Last of Us, I guarantee we're going to return to Seattle. And actually, you know what? I can't remember if I've got. I don't think I've got the game. Sorry, my brain isn't working right now. Let me just. I'm not sure if it's on Steam. No, it's not. That sucks. I really want The Last of Us. But I believe The Last of Us is a PlayStation exclusive, which sucks. Come on, Sony, release it on PC. Let us PC players have it. I would love to play that game. I really would. So the next place we're going to visit is the Seattle Underground. And you're probably going, you know, those of you aren't familiar with Seattle, or even if you are familiar with Seattle, you may not know that there is a hidden city underneath the current city of Seattle. And it has its own history, of course. So the Seattle Underground City is the original Seattle. It's really, really weird. The video that we're gonna watch goes into a little bit of the history, but I want to go into a bit more because he doesn't go into all of it. So it's a network of underground passageways in downtown Pioneer Square, Seattle, that were basically at ground level when the city was built in the mid-19th century. Basically what happened was when the city was founded, the people that founded Seattle, the original inhabitants, they had no idea about city planning. They didn't know about tides, that there were low and high tides, because they came from a landlocked region. So they knew nothing about the tides. They knew nothing about flooding from the tides. They knew nothing about anything like that. They didn't have any experience in building cities or planning cities, nothing like that at all. So hold on. So a lot of bad things happened to Seattle in its early days. They started off. They built the city at sea level. Instead of above sea level, they built it at sea level, and instead of building it a ways from the water, from the shoreline, they built it really, really close to the shoreline. And like I said, they made loads of mistakes. So they didn't know about tides. They had no idea that tides were even a thing, that there was a high tide. And when they first landed on the shore, they left all of their belongings on the ground right next to the water. So, and they went to explore, and they came back to get their stuff later on, and the tide had taken it all back out to sea. It's really, really mad. So like I said, they completely messed up at first. But, they ended up building a city. But then, in 1889, June the 6th, 1889, there was a fire. And it was a huge fire. Massive fire. It took out the majority of the town. It spread from one building to a tavern or a saloon, which was full of alcohol, to another saloon, which was full of more alcohol, to other buildings. And back then, all the buildings were wood, because that's, it was a heavily wooded area. So they chopped down all the trees, and they made everything out of wood. So during the Great Fire of 1889, most of the town burned down, because the fire department was completely unprepared for such a huge catastrophe. After the Great Fire, all new construction was required to be of masonry, and they actually made the town streets, they regraded the town streets to be 1 to 2 stories higher. So all of the new buildings had to be built on stilts, basically, to make them 1 to 2 stories higher than previously built buildings. And slowly, gradually over time, all of the undersides where the stilts were of the new buildings, they were all covered in with dirt. And gradually it buried the first 1 or 2 stories of the older buildings, which is pretty cool. But that created the underground city, and at first it was used. The whole underground city was used. But then the bubonic plague came around, and rats, that were carrying the plague, and it resulted in the underground being closed. So that's where I'm going to leave the history, and this video is going to go into a bit more detail on the further history after that. So, Smilebringer! Past, present, and future walked into a bar. It was tense. Thank you, Smilebringer. How are you doing? I hope you're well. That's good. That was a good joke. I loved it. So, you guys may have noticed that new alert. $2 is going to go into the love jar, guaranteed, tonight. So thank you very much, Smilebringer, for that resub. Let us stamp your heart, and one more resub, and you'll get another heart on your chain. So one moment. Here we are. And there is your stamp. Thank you very much, Smilebringer. Again, just to remind everyone, every time someone subs or resubs, we used to do... the way we used to do Spread the Love was, at the end of the week, I would check analytics, and I would take however many dollars were in there, I would take 50% of that in the revenue for the channel, and then figure out how many gift subs or how many bits we were going to give to the streamer that we rated on Fridays. I've changed that now. So instead of doing that, every tier 1 sub or resub, $2 is going into the love jar. And on Friday, every Friday, I'm taking that amount of money, and we're going to split it. So 50% of the money in the love jar at the end of every week is going to go to charity, and the other 50% is going to go to whomever we rate on Friday nights. I absolutely love this idea. It's going to allow me to give even more, not only to other people and help other people, but also to help charities, which will help more people, which is what I really want to do. And in addition to that, every other thing is going to end up with more money in the love jar as well. So all interactions, bits, points spent, everything equals money going into the jar. So it's going to be so awesome. Smilebringer, you had to refresh the Stay Healthy Bot Dad for 10 times on your channel to get a funny joke. I appreciate your hard work there and perseverance, Smilebringer. I really do. Smilebringer, so you need subs to get more love jar dollars. Yeah, so to fill the jar, or to put money in the jar, it's a bottomless jar, by the way. But to get money into the jar, it's literally everything. Everything happens. Everything adds to the jar. So after each and every stream, I will go back and I will look at the analytics for that stream. And chat messages, subs, follows, gift subs, bits. We have a special community point challenge down below that's going to refresh every week. That adds more money to the jar. So yeah, everything. Every interaction equals money going into the jar. And I will update that amount before the next stream. And for further information, you can check it out at that link there. And it gives you all the information. In case you can't see the link, because I know some people can't, so there's the link again. So yeah, click that link, gives you all the information about the love jar. And what I hope to achieve as part of the love jar. And also, Milebringer, you resubbed. That equals the Chili Chocolate Challenge. You are the first chocolate challenge, by the way, for this stream, for tonight. The Chili Chocolate Challenge, as a reminder, this is a challenge. So we've got 4 types of chocolate.
I like to challenge Muir.
Bit. Thank you, Smilebringer, for those bits. I really appreciate that alert though. So yeah, every sub, every resub, every gift sub, every 100 bits, up to 4 times per stream equals me eating a piece of chili chocolate. And each time I will go 1 step higher. And we will, this lasts until I run out of chili chocolate, by the way. So, we will start off with the mild chili chocolate. Hold on, let me change this, because I've got 2 chocolate pieces to eat. So, let me go into the big camera here. Here we go. Chili Chocolate Challenge, Step 1. Oh, look. What does 8,000 points gets you? That would be another chili challenge. Step 1. The mild chocolate. And oh, wow. This is good. It is. It's spicy. It is spicy. Oh wow. Nice. It is spicy though. So that's the mild. Ooh. 10 more bits and it equals a gift sub for the channel, by the way. Cuz that's what happens. Every 1,000 bits equals a gift sub. That's going to be fun. All right. Here's the second one. Chili Chocolate Challenge Step 2. The first one was good. It was more sweet than it was spicy. But it was quite good. So here we go. Smilebringer. You have 0 bits at the moment. Your company is late with paying you. Oof. You mean you spent your last 100 bit or 100 bits on me? Oh, thank you, Smilebringer. I do appreciate that. That is awesome of you. Okay, here we go. Chili chocolate number 2. Oh my god. Okay. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Oh, that is spicy. It's alright. I can handle it. I can handle it. It's fine. I've got it. Okay. That's the second one. The second step. Remember everyone, 100 bits, every sub, every resub, or 8,000 channel points equals a step in the Chili Chocolate Challenge. Thank you, Smilebringer, for doing that. Alright. Step... I think I'm sweating here. Step number 3 in the Chili Chocolate Challenge. Smilebringer, now we have a 3-shot short video. Indeed. Alright. Are you getting clips of all of these, by the way? I hope so. All right, here we go. Step number 3. Highlight. Sweet. Okay, that works. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Just to show you what this looks like. Okay. This is step number 1. There are a few bits of chili in that, right? That's step 1. This is step number 2. That is quite a bit more chili. This is step number 3. Even more chili. All right, here we go. Step number 3. Oh my God. Holy shit. Damn. Oh. Jesus H. Christ. Holy cow. Oh, I'm sweating. Holy shit. That is spicy. Damn. Damn. That was step 3. I don't think I want to know what step 4 is gonna be like. Whew. I'm breathing fire. Whew. Holy hot tamale, Batman. Oh my God. Smilebringer, there is a step 4. Yeah, this is a 4-step chili challenge. Will we get to the 4th step? Will we get to the step? Nope. Only 4. Only 4. Literally, it only goes up to 4. Once we're finished with this, I might get a hot sauce chili challenge. But yeah, there's only step 4. So if someone gives 10 bits, which will make me do a gift sub, which will equal step 4, or someone gives 100 bits, or someone does another 8,000 points, then that will be the 4th and final chili stage for the night. But oh my God, that is freaking that was hot. Oh wow. That was so hot. Oh. Smilebringer, I shouldn't, should I? I should wait, probably. Wait for what? I do have a restriction on the 8,000 points though. I think it's once per person per stream. I think it's what I've got it set to. So you couldn't do it a second time if you wanted to. Yeah, I definitely limited it. Yeah, I figured if I didn't limit it, I know what you all are like, and I know that you'd probably get me to go through the entire chocolate in one night if I didn't limit it. So so I limited it. Right then. Now you have to buy 10 bits. Oh dear. All right. Oh, sorry. The chili is still making my tongue tingle. My tongue is tingling. That 4th one. That's gonna kill me. Okay, let's. Smilebringer, what's easier, bits or sub? Remember, Smilebringer, never spend more than you can afford. Oh, Jesus. My tongue is still tingling. Dang it. Okay, let's go back to the capture, and we'll watch this video on the hidden city in Seattle.
Hold on. Ooh.
Okay, so
participate in the
there we go.
mysterious
Fast forward
Seattle
through it a little bit.
Underground tour. This tour takes you under this popular city, tells you the story that not a lot of people know about, all while you get to see places of the city.
So this guy is called, again, Ed D Vlogs. He's really good.
But I turn off the lights just so that we are in the mood. So if you guys are interested in learning more about this hidden underground city,
Alright, I'm gonna fast forward through his starting thing there. So there we go.
You guys know the most popular places to visit in Seattle. When we went to Seattle last year, we got to go to the waterfront. We got on the Seattle Great Wheel, and we even took a cruise. That was pretty awesome. We also went to Pike's Place Market. We went to a lot of the stores there, and we even got to check out the first ever Starbucks. We got to visit the Gum Wall, the Fremont Troll, and we even got
he went through a lot of places in Seattle.
And of course,
so I'm gonna fast forward again just a little bit through his video.
We were walking. We'll see how it goes. We'll catch it.
Okay, here we go.
Once we get there.
The meat of the video.
Here you guys.
Underground tour.
Let's check it out.
we're reading the little brochure we got at the entrance. And
Bill Speedle's underground tour, to be exact.
to the different alleyways and sidewalks that were buried in the
Little tiny bit of history here. Bill Speedle's underground tour is the very first tour of the Seattle Underground. He was the first. His is the best, according to the locals. So that's the one I looked up.
the fire of '89 here in Seattle. It sounds really interesting. They say they make it funny and interesting, so hopefully it doesn't disappoint, and hopefully it's everything it says that is going to be here in this brochure. Heading there now, you guys. Tour this way. When we got here, I think it said that there were only 6 more spots available, and I can already hear the people.
About the early days, and I will tell you some crazy stories too. In fact, wherever you're from, your town has some crazy stories too. Bill wrote many books in his lifetime, but this is the one that we based a tour on. It's called Sons of the
Before they took us out to explore the underground areas, they first gave us some background on the origin of this hidden city. Here they told us about the history of Seattle, the beginnings of the city, and about some of their important characters. They do add a lot of humor in these sections, which I enjoyed. They told us about how some of the pioneers and then city officials were corrupt, that sex work was actually the biggest industry in early Seattle alongside logging. Seattle did start as a logging town after all. They also told us about the early problems that the city of Seattle had to face, including the really bad sewage problem, which was actually kind of gross to hear about. And lastly, they told us about the Seattle fire of 1889, which destroyed the entire central business district in Seattle, which is actually this neighborhood of Pioneer Square.
Yeah, it decimated
after the Seattle Great Fire.
That area of the town.
Was to build future
totally
buildings
decimated
out of
it.
brick or stone instead of wood, and the second one was to actually raise the floor level higher so that they could avoid the sewage problems that they had dealt with in the past. In order to raise the floor level higher, the city literally had to dump dirt and bury some areas of town, and the merchants had to agree to build multiple stories high, knowing that one day those lower sections will be buried underground. And that, my friends, is the origin of the Seattle Underground City in a nutshell. We'll be getting more details on that later.
We'll be back here in an hour.
Once they gave us that short background, we were ready to go and explore the mysterious underground.
They were telling us like a lot of stories of how the city of Seattle came to be, and a lot of like, I guess, controversial things related to like the city officials and like the first mayor specifically. In the end, they told us like how the Seattle fire of 1889 happened, which was the reason why the place we're visiting underground was covered. So this is gonna be interesting. I'm liking it so far. Following our tour guide now. I wonder where she's taking us.
And then we started following the tour lady around the city, and it just blew my mind. Just the fact that people walk these streets every day and some of them might have no idea of what's below them. That's crazy. Apparently we're going through this door. Whoa.
Going a door. Remember what he just said there. We're going through this door.
Whoa.
Spoiler alert, it's not a door.
This was the town's general store. During Prohibition, this was a speakeasy. And the door that we just walked through up there is this window right here.
There you go.
These windows and this doorway represent those ones over there. And this building here, you guys, was destroyed in the big fire. But this is 25 years before the fire. Blocks and blocks of these wooden buildings. Morning after the fire. Do you know where the stadiums are on First Avenue? Because they're right here today.
So basically what she was saying is that we actually went through the second floor.
Yep, they went through a window.
Down here.
A window that was later turned into a door when the first floor of that building was buried.
Everywhere.
That's completely mad. Completely.
Stuff here was dumped after the 1949 earthquake.
This is basically a dumping ground. It's actually kind of creepy. I don't want to be the one left out in the back, but I think that's what happened.
We're right here where the guy with the box on his shoulders. Okay, so after the fire, the town is, discussing this rebuilding. And the city officials always wanted to regrade because they knew that was the only way to get rid of the drainage and sewage problem. So this neighborhood where the fire happened, they said, okay, we're going to regrade this neighborhood first. And all those merchants said, well, wait. This regrade sounds good, but when do we get to build?
So what the tour lady was saying here is that both city officials and merchants that were impacted by the 1889 fire were both on board with the regrade, which involved building higher above sea level in order to avoid those sewage problems that had impacted the city in the past. The merchants knew that this would be a long process, moving the dirt over so that they could raise the floor level. It was estimated to take from 7 to 10 years. However, business owners needed to get back to business right away, so they couldn't just wait that much time in order to start rebuilding their businesses. So on one side, you have business owners that are starting construction again to get back to work, and on the other side, the city is raising the ground level around these businesses. So for some time, the situation was a bit weird. I mean, could you imagine that? Like you're shopping around and then you get to the store and you literally have to set up a ladder so that you can go down. And not just that, but this whole situation sounds a bit dangerous because it was. Actually, 17 people died from what they call involuntary suicide.
What?
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so that was...
I'm backtracking.
Because it was. Actually, 17 people...
Okay, hold on. Let's read this. The city figured the solution was to put ladder at the corners, and that's how you would cross the street, without dropping the kids your packages. It was miserable. And for men in Seattle, these were loggers, and they're either chopping or partying. We asked her what the results of having a heavily drinking portion of the population climbing up and down ladders all day was. 17 guys didn't make it, she said. 17 men fell from the street to the sidewalk. They say the cause of death was involuntary suicide. Oh my god. Wow. That's mad. And then it says down below, we call it sewing. Seattle had a large quantity of sewing girls and sewing houses. We'll just say that's what the girls told the cops when they were arrested. Wow. Okay.
From what they called involuntary suicide. Okay. Okay, so that was it for site number 1.
Involuntary suicide. Holy cow.
Before heading out to the second site.
Nowadays we would call that a public safety disaster. Not... or health and safety disaster, not involuntary suicide. Jesus, that is maddening.
What do you see? Anything interesting? Wait, go point out what you're pointing to.
Late night 19th, early 20th century was so weird.
Yeah.
A different time, definitely.
I call her my little ghost bride. Because to me that looks like a woman in a wedding dress. There's her veil, there's her bouquet. We're right here. This is Seattle 11 years before the fire. We have done nothing to the picture.
So this part is where things get a little bit spooky. She first starts telling us about this picture, about the woman in the picture to be more exact. And then she told us
spoopy, very spoopy.
Anyone touching it. Ooh. She then straight up told us that some people actually do see things as they're going through the tour or in their pictures. I was hoping that we would see something today, but no luck. We also get more of the history, like when Seattle was struggling with money, they needed to collect more taxes, so they decided to conduct this occupational survey. And in the survey, they actually discovered that in this little logging town of Seattle, there were thousands of women who claimed to be seamstresses or garment workers when the city didn't even have a dressmaking factory. So that's when they discovered that sex work was actually keeping this town afloat.
Yep.
They obviously turned a blind eye because they needed the money.
Seamstresses, yes. Talk about euphemisms. They were sewing. So there are ghost walks in the underground, by the way. I don't like that sound. Hold on, let me actually, I'm going to turn that down because that is just annoying.
And after some exploring, we get to this other area where we learn...
Smilebringer sewing comes close to the Dutch word for the same thing. Yeah.
How much light still coming through the skylights. Did you guys notice these when we walk over? Yeah. Okay. Well, if you missed them, you're going to be standing on top of this one when we leave here.
Oh, wow.
The skylights were a method to bring light into these sections of the underground. Remember how we said that the city was raising the ground level above these...
The Dutch word is
as
nine.
Some businesses...
And the Dutch use that word on the street level for the same meaning. I don't have to say that. Too late! I did!
A lot of these businesses couldn't afford this just yet, so they had to stay underground. So in order to help the situation, the city decided to create some sidewalks partially made with glass so that the sun could shine through. These were...
So the neat thing about these skylights is you see these a lot of times in here in the UK as well. Usually on the sidewalks or on the footpaths next to pubs. And the skylights are supposed to provide a bit of natural lighting in the pub cellars. It's alright, Smallbrain. I say the F word on the stream sometimes, so what's the difference?
Are called skylights or pavement lights. This all sounds like a great idea, right? Until people realized that the moonlight would also get through, so they started using these places for illegal purposes, such as brothels, speakeasies, and for illegal gambling.
Oh dear.
She went ahead and told us more about this place's ties with Seattle's history.
In 1896, gold was discovered up in what is now the area of Alaska. Thousands and thousands and thousands.
So dark. Jeez.
And they were coming here to buy their mining supplies before they went north. And because of all the amount of supplies you had to have, there were 10-foot walls stacked on the sidewalks. In the underground, there were crates and barrels, sacks of grain.
Jeez.
Ended up being the perfect condition for rats.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
In 1907, bubonic plague hit Seattle. The health department said there were so many rats down here at nighttime that it looked like the ground was moving.
Oh.
And of course, before she kept telling us more ghost stories, trying to scare us.
And I love how she was saying all that in the dark, you know?
Have you looked at them?
Oh, snap.
Every once in a while, someone will take a little something extra home on a photo.
Everyone's looking at the phone.
Me taking some video, then staying behind, and then having to run back to safety with the group.
All jokes aside, it did feel like there was something there. I don't know, it was kind of creepy.
Power of suggestion, dude. Power of suggestion.
That was kind of freaky.
So these are the skylights that we saw
down at the bottom, right here. That's so interesting how you don't like think about it, but there's like a whole different world down there.
Then the group walked for a bit more. The tour lady shared more cool facts. She told us about the history of the neighborhood, and we also got to see the skylights from above, which was pretty cool after hearing their backstory. And
That's
then
pretty neat.
we headed down one last time.
One last staircase.
We're going up, and that's the end of it. That was so cool.
Smallbringer, as long as you, yeah, when you're told there's something there, you'll believe it, especially in the dark. Yeah.
To a gift shop, of course.
Power of suggestion. It's a wonderful thing.
You guys, I didn't plan to take part in this underground tour, but I can tell you that I really enjoyed my experience, and I strongly recommend it if you make your way to Seattle. So there you have it, guys.
So that is the Seattle Underground Tour, and the one that he went on isn't the only one that you can go on. There are ones that are specific ghost walks. There are ones that are more serious. The one that he went on specifically, they tell a lot of jokes. They make light of it. They make you laugh, and it's more entertainment than a learning, historical thing. But yeah, there are other tours that you can go on in Seattle that take you through the underground that are more historical than what they went through. Hello again, Felix. Right then. Next video, are we ready for this? The washing...
Anyway.
Well... Thank you, Smilebringer. I need to change that cheer goal. It's one thing I forgot to do today was update the cheer goal, because it's the first of the month. That should have been on 890, not 1,890. But I'll change it. I'll change it for the next stream. But thank you very much, Smilebringer. I really do appreciate that. Let's go into the big cam and do challenge number 4. Do I now? I do appreciate it. Yes, of course I appreciate the bits, because a portion of those bits are going into the love jar tonight, which is an awesome thing. There's a saying that people make ripples. Every action that you take in the world makes a ripple. So it is your decision. Will you make that ripple a good thing or a bad thing? And I like to create positive ripples in the world, because ripples, like if you get a pool of water and you drop a pebble in, it creates a ripple, right? If you drop 2 pebbles in, one on each, 2 pebbles this little bit of a distance apart from each other, and you drop them in. Each one makes ripples, but then those ripples combine to create more ripples. So when you make a ripple, the ripples go out. Someone else makes a ripple, their ripples go out. Your ripples will combine and make even more ripples. And if you get enough ripples, you get a wave. If you get enough waves, you get a tsunami. And I personally would rather have a positive wave or a positive tsunami than a negative. And that is what we do here via the love jar. So thank you, Smilebringer. Really appreciate it. Welcome back, Rock. Thank you for doing the hydrate. I'm gonna need it. Here we go, everyone. Here we go. Chili Chocolate Challenge, Step 4. The final step for tonight. Look at the number. Look at all that chili. Look at it. It's covered You can't even see the chocolate. There's that much chili in this chocolate. You can't even see the chocolate. Okay, here we go. Rock, yeah, this is the extreme heat chili. Okay, sorry, Felix. Hold on. Here we are. Felix. Ah! Oh! Okay. Sorry. Hat got my way. Alright, let's properly eat this chocolate now. Because it's like just rested on my tongue. Chili. Oh my god. Oh my. Fucking hell. This is like, oh god, this is Vindaloo style. Oh my god. Mm. Oh my. Oh. Oh god. Okay. Oh god. I think I'm breathing. Oh geez, sweat. My face is red. Oh Jesus. Hydrate time. Yeah, yep. I'm good, Rock. I'm good. Oh, that was good. That was really, really good. Oh. Yeah. Can you guys just imagine if someone made me do all 4 in a row? As in, like, literally one right after the other with no break. Alright, Felix, you're gonna have to move, honey. I'm trying to get the plastic, or the chocolate bars back in the plastic here, and it's not working because Felix keeps nuzzling at my arm. There we go. Smilebringer makes a note of that. Right then. Jesus. That last one. Holy cow. That was spicy. Wednesday stream, maybe. Thank you, Smilebringer. I appreciate how enthusiastic you are over this. Right. Let me do a gift sub real quick. Okay, I know that there is a way to... I know that there is a way to do this. Oh, that's cool. There's a new creator update, guys. I don't know if you've seen it. One-time segments are available for stream scheduling. Affiliates and partners, we heard your feedback that schedules aren't always the same and should be flexible. You can now add one-time stream segments to your schedule. That's pretty cool. I like it. I approve. Alright, let me go to my channel and gift this sub. Smilebringer, does that mean 4 subs? Smilebringer, shut up, Mir. It can mean 4 gift subs or 100 bits given 4 times, or 8,000 channel points, or a mixture of gift subs, bits, and channel points. It doesn't matter as long as, you know, yeah. As long as it's done. It doesn't matter which way, basically. So you could do 100, you could do the channel point redemption, followed by 100 subs, followed by a gift sub, followed by 100 subs, if you want. I mean, 100 bits. 100 bits, followed by a gift sub, followed by 100 bits. You know what I mean. Sir Lima Beans. And Cindergosa. Hello, everyone. Welcome. How are you all doing? Sir Lima Beans, thank you so much for the raid. You guys are just in time. Sir Lima Beans, last seen playing Dungeons and Dragons. Nice. Complimentary of Cinder. Aw, thank you so much, Cinder and Sir Lima Beans. How are you guys doing? I hope you're well. And how was Dungeons and Dragons? Did it go well? I do love a good game of Dungeons and Dragons. So good. So, from those of you from Sir Lima Beans' channel, welcome. My name's Mirdragon. I'm your tour guide. We are doing a virtual tour of Seattle, Washington tonight. We've taken a short break so that I can give a gift sub because we have received over 1,000 bits. Every 1,000 bits given to this channel equals a gift sub from me to the community at random. So good luck. Let me gift the sub real quick. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Oh, how cool is that? How fitting is that? Sir Lima Beans, congrats on your gift sub. And of course, that equals another $2 going into the love jar. For those of you who don't know what the lima beans, sorry, I just saw Sir Lima Beans with a big smiley face, so I automatically called it a lima bean jar. For those of you who don't know what the love jar is, for every single interaction in this channel, whether it's chatting, raiding, hosting, subbing, bits, anything, literally anything, equals a little bit of money going into the love jar. At the end of after each stream, I update the love jar with the new amount, so you'll see at the beginning of the next stream. And at the end of each week, I take that love jar, the contents of the jar, I split it in half. 50% goes to our charity of the year, which this year is the UK Charity LGBT Foundation, and the other 50% goes to whichever streamer we raid on that. So it's pretty cool. And Lima Beans, your stream went okay. Nothing big happened this session, but 25 episodes. Oh, that is awesome. Congratulations on the 25th episode of a D&D campaign. I have to admit, on D&D campaigns, we've never gotten to 25, to 25 sessions at all. I think we've done like maybe 10 is the most that we've gotten to in a campaign. But it's always good fun. Sorry, hiccups. I just made it all the way through tonight's chili chocolate challenge. And I do all sorts of weird things on this channel. So with the chili chocolate challenge is 100 bits or a sub, up to 4 times in one stream. I work my way up the chili chocolate challenge. That's why I say up to 4 times. And we also do sour sweets for 50 bits, or channel points down below. But yeah, I do all sorts of weird things to make my community laugh. Hey Nick, how's it going? Glad to see you here at Body Count. The body count for the chili challenge, I made it all the way through. I didn't die. So at the moment, the body count is 0. Although with that last one, I felt like I was gonna die. That, I swear I breathed fire. I swear to God I did. That was so bad. Oh, so spicy. Right, so, as before we took a break from the virtual tour, we were traveling through Seattle, Washington, states, USA state. And we're traveling through Washington, making our way south down to Mexico throughout this month, following the footsteps of Sean and Daniel Diaz in Life is Strange 2. We finished that game last month, so we're traveling through the areas that they went through all this month, which is a thing that I do. So let's... Felix, what do you do? Sorry, cat. We're going to continue with Washington Park Arboretum and Seattle Japanese Garden. This is seriously beautiful. It is such a gorgeous area.
Hey guys, welcome back to another adventure. Today, I'm in Seattle.
And it's free. So if you ever find yourself in Seattle, you can go visit the Arboretum.
And this place is free, which was a nice little surprise for me. And from what I've seen in pictures, it looks like a very beautiful place. What I've seen so far, it looks great. So let's go check this out.
Jeez, sorry. The chilies. The chilies are revisiting my mouth. Just sudden spice. Oh my god.
And unfortunately today it's going to be very rainy over there. So I decided to just check out some more of Seattle.
I think that piece of chocolate is going to be a lingerer. Oh wow. I mean, that is just beautiful, isn't it?
The one thing about this place is they got a lot of interesting trees here that I've never seen.
Does anyone know what type of tree that is? I want to say it might be a birch, but I'm not 100% certain.
Yeah, Seattle residents are very lucky to have a place like this in their backyard.
All those lily pads.
Alright, so I just walked over to the Japanese gardens. And
look at all that black grass. Oh, that's awesome. I've got black grass in my garden outside. I love it. It took a while for it to grow on me. Pun not intended. But it's such a beautiful grass. If you ever have a garden of your own, and you want to put more plants in it, I highly recommend black grass. It is so pretty. And there's a Japanese garden. It does cost money to go to the Japanese garden in Seattle.
I've been to quite a few Japanese gardens,
but it is beautiful.
This one's really top notch. It's gorgeous. So I'm back
what he
in
said.
Part of the Arboretum, and it's starting to get warmer.
You see those here in the UK a lot. I would gladly spend an entire day in that park. I seriously would. Just taken in nature. It is so beautiful.
Alright, had a great time here at the Washington Arboretum. It's a beautiful place.
Ah, no, Rock. No, we got time left.
You could spend a few hours. You could spend a whole day if you wanted to. There's just so much to see here. Anyway, guys.
We took a break from the videos for
If you like the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up.
For a gift sub.
If you want to see more
and chocolate.
Area or more videos like this, do yourself a favor, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, we're not checking out everything in Seattle. I mean, there are so many places that you can visit in Seattle, Washington. I really wish that we had the time to check out everything, but unfortunately we didn't. So we are, however, going to take a look at Seattle above the skyline via the Skyview Observatory. Let's take a look.
I'm in Seattle, Washington. I've been here for a couple of days for meetings, and it's a Friday night. I fly home to DC early tomorrow morning.
His hotel.
I don't really have much to do this evening.
How posh looking is that hotel room? I'm gonna look at that. The desk chair looks like it's embossed leather. That bedspread looks more expensive than my computer chair. Just saying.
All caught up on my work, but I'm staying right across the street from the Columbia Towers, which is the tallest building in the Pacific Northwest, and it's got an observatory on the 73rd floor, and I'm gonna go take the tour. So let's go check it out.
Completed in 1985 at a cost of over $200 million, the Columbia Center tops out
$200 million for that building. Holy cow.
The highlight of this tower is the 73rd floor Skyview Observatory. It's about $20 to get a ticket to the top, but that ticket lets you stay as long as you want, and the views and experience at the top are definitely worth it.
$20?
A very friendly staff is on site to welcome you and point the way to the high-tech elevator that rockets you up over 900 feet in less than 2 minutes, all while playing a video on the geology of the area and the sights that you are about to see.
$200. Wow. I mean, $20. Sorry, 200. $20. Jeez. Sorry. It's just amazing how much it costs.
60-degree views of the entire area from mountains to the city.
I mean, it's gorgeous.
You definitely want to bring your camera and your phone with you because there is no shortage of Instagram-ready views. Hey, and while we're on the topic, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and why don't you subscribe to this channel as well?
Please subscribe to my YouTube. This is not my YouTube video, but you know, if you guys want to check me out on YouTube, I do post videos. I post videos there every day.
I highly recommend coming close to sunset because the dramatic views of the setting sun are some of the most impressive I've ever seen. On the other side of the observatory, you get great views of Mount Baker and Mount Rainier.
Here's Mount Rainier.
In addition to the panoramic view,
and we are going to visit Mount Rainier on Friday.
To relax, and even has a cafe and bar. I enjoyed a locally sourced charcuterie.
Oh, nice.
This was a great way to close out a busy week of travel.
A meat and cheese board. Oh, so good.
Apparently, it's also a great place to propose to your girlfriend. There's plenty of space to enlist the help of all of your friends in the process. With all the planning you put into this, I hope she says yes. I really can't recommend the Skyview Observatory enough. The entry fee
is awesome.
And for views of the area that blow away even the famous Space Needle, your time and money will be well spent here.
That is seriously awesome. So beautiful.
Let me know if you've enjoyed this site before, and while you're at it, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel so you never miss any of my new videos.
So, that, this video, by the way, is from a YouTuber called Aisle or Window. And he's mostly an Instagrammer. He has a fairly large following over on Instagram. He takes lots of photos of his travels. Absolutely loads of photos. But he posts some pretty good videos as well over on YouTube. Again, any videos that you guys really like, please go over to their YouTube channel and watch some more of their vids and subscribe to them if you really like them. They would really, really appreciate it. So, first of all, it is that time once again, everyone. It is time to say thank you. Who do we have to say thank you to tonight? Let's check, shall we? We have Smilebringer for the 23-month resub. 200 bits. Sir Lima Beans with the Raiden host. And myself for the gift sub. Well, actually Smilebringer for bumping us over our cheer goal enough to equal a gift sub. Rock Thank you for redeeming Stretch and Hydrate. You keep me well hydrated, Rock. You're awesome. Smilebringer for the Chili Point Challenge channel point redemption. Rock for making me pog. I hope you got a clip of that. And Rock for making me eat Snot Shots Super Sour Bubblegum. And again, thank you to MB Crump and Jaxelin for the follows over the weekend. I really do appreciate that as well. Our next stream, everyone, is Wednesday. We've got a special guest for this on the stream Wednesday. Hiitschase is going to join us Wednesday and tell us all about his time in Washington State. He's lived on the border of Washington State and Oregon for pretty much his entire life. So he's going to be here both this Wednesday and next to tell us about both Washington and Oregon, respectively, each week. So if you have any questions about Washington, write them down, and you can feel free to ask Chase on Wednesday night when he comes over to the stream. Smilebringer, you wonder if we should rate heart support. Are they? Is that their Twitch name? Heart support. Alright, let me make sure that they are. Yes. Yes, they are. They are indeed streaming right now. Okay, we will go and raid heart support tonight. Thank you for the for guiding the raid there, Smilebringer. I also want to say a huge thanks. I'll thank everyone while the raid comes free. Heart support. There we go. This is, as always, a coffee love raid. And while we're waiting for it to queue up, I just want to say thank you to Shariah, Vitcha, Smilebringer, Weedman, Dukesy, Nimbo, Life Gaming, Corpsage, Zypher, Ashbox, Dark Mavi, Mary Marianne, Jimmerick, Ragnagal, Ochfraid, Al, Ojoy, Voice Actor, Screamo Star, Steph, Rock, Sir Lima Beans, Control Alt Defeat, Phil Chaos, Captain Out, Spectreman Live, GG Vexy, and Swift Glass Eater for the hosts tonight. Thank you all so much. That is a huge host list. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. I will see you all Wednesday. Let's go give heart support our love and create positive ripples in their general direction. See you guys Wednesday with more virtual travel streams. Bye for now. Bye.